We're going to spend a moment now inside what we call the house of the RV. The keys you're going to get: ignition, door key, house door, and then your compartment locks as well. So we're going to access the interior. That door has a pressure piston, no need to lock it open. When we're looking to actually separate the screen door from the main door, there is a lever that will allow us to do that. Let's go in. At the entry door, we're going to find a few items that are of importance. This first is the battery disconnect. That should always be in the on position. Here we have access to our exterior lights, both the patio light and what we like to call the party lights that run the length of the awning. And right here is the awning extension. The awning is electric. We want you to use it and enjoy it. Just be aware, it is a big sail. If it gets windy, make sure to bring her back in. Quite a bit of sleep space in this unit. We're going to start with the space that's over the cab. First and foremost, no one should be traveling in this space while you are driving. If we're going to convert this to sleep space, right now this section is out, makes it easier for the driver to get in and out. You're just going to pull this into that space, and then to gain access to that front or to that top, you're going to remove this ladder and hook and go. In addition, there is a privacy curtain. So once you've landed and you're not wanting anyone to actually look into the front of the unit, you're going to attach a Velcro curtain that will give you some privacy from this point. So the areas that have seat belts in this particular unit are the couch and also the dinette. So this unit will seat belts for 9. We have 3 here and then 4 in the dinette. This also will convert to sleep space a little bit like a jackknife sofa or a futon. Now when you do convert it, as soon as she lays down, all those seat belts are going to disappear to the ground, but easily you can reach your hand down there and pull those back through. Moving on to the dinette, this also will convert to sleep space. The table has a knob that you can loosen, which then lifts the table top. This table stand then lifts from its base, and then you're able to set the table on the ledge. You're going to fill in that table space with the extra cushion there, and also the cushion that you probably noticed is floating around in the bed space above the cab. So again, you will lose your seat belts once you convert this to sleep space. Easy to pull those back up. While you're traveling, it's probably best to have the tabletop on in its secured position. Each unit is equipped with a TV and an entertainment center. The entertainment center can connect Bluetooth. It has USB connection, HDMI. Also, we have an onboard digital antenna. So there's no need to raise or lower that antenna, but you can search for air channels. You'd be surprised how many local channels. You'll be watching that local weather for sure. So we have both the entertainment center and the TV. Also, here is wireless charging if you have access, or your device has access to that. Here is the garbage, I'll call it the garbage disposal, the manual garbage disposal. Water, again, if we have fresh water in the tank, we'll engage the water pump, and then it will provide access to water wherever we are. If we are connected to pressurized water, no need to use the water pump, and it will, again, give us water where we need it. Access to the stove. We want to make sure the first thing we do is raise the glass top. This unit has an auto igniter, a lot like your outdoor grill. You're going to send gas to one of these burners, and then you are going to turn the igniter, and it's going to ignite one of the burners for you. This unit does not have a gas stove, or I'm sorry, gas oven. We have a convection oven. There are instructions in the bottom drawer. It doubles as a microwave. Really compact, but serves both functions. When you arrive, your refrigerator will be on and getting cool for you. This lever is in the travel mode to make sure nothing falls out while you are on the road. We have a lower refrigerator, and then we also have a very spacious freezer. Again, when you're packing, it is best to pack tightly so we have less movement. Better to have everything compact on one shelf than a few things on a lot of shelves. This is the brains of our unit. Everything from your tank capacity, your battery condition, LP, all that information is accessible from this unit. So we'll start here. We're going to look at our LP level. You can see that it lights. We're full. The battery right now is 2/3. As you drive, the battery continuously charges. Your fresh tank right now is empty. The black tank and the gray tank are empty. What we have here is our generator. This unit does have an onboard generator. Instances where you would need this would be if you did not have access to shore power and you needed to run your AC. To start the generator, you are going to press this lever button down to prime until you see the generator light. Once that's lit, we're going to press start, and that generator will engage. Once that's engaged, it is as if you are connected to power. Everything in this unit will function. Beware, however, what they call dry camping or boondocking in a unit is not really suggested. A generator will keep you going for so long, it will stop functioning once you get down to a quarter of fuel. It runs off of your gas tank, really to protect you from running out of gas. So generator is a nice feature, but not something you should depend on for your entire trip. So to stop the generator, we're going to press the stop button. Items here, water heater. You can choose electric or gas. We prefer gas. It is a little easier on the appliance. Takes about 30 minutes to get hot water, but it is hot. Making sure that when you are setting your temperatures, you're cutting it with enough cool water. Water pump, if you plan to use water out of your fresh tank, you're going to engage that pump. In the instance where you would be traveling where you were afraid these tanks would be freezing, we would have you engage the Arctic pack. Not generally needed. These are main living room lights and kitchen lights. They work the ceiling lights. All other lights you will find little switches throughout the cabin or the house that will actually light those individual areas. The slide. So you want to make sure when you park your unit that you've given yourself enough room on either side so that your slides will actually extend. The slides must be completely out, either all the way in or all the way out, not halfway. In this unit, there is a full wall slide in the main cabin area. No one should be in the slide while it's moving. We are going to send the slide out. Once it's reached its complete extension, you're going to hear a series of clicks. And she is home. Other items to think about with the slide being either all the way in or all the way out. If it's only half, you could really lend yourself to some leakage. It needs the seals to be engaged all the way out. One more thing to consider when you're using the slides. Every unit may be a little different. This particular unit has some safety protocol. The emergency brake must be engaged and the keys must be in the ignition for the slides to actually function. Same thing, there may be some safety measures with your awning. May require an emergency brake, may require that the keys not be in the ignition. So if you're having difficulty with either of those things, you'll want to make sure that everything is set to have those items function appropriately. Access to the bathroom. We have a shower on one side, the actual toilet and sink on the other. The key really main thing we're asking you is when you are using the facility that the only thing that is being put in the toilet is toilet paper, hopefully RV or marine grade or at least single ply, and bodily fluids, nothing else. No wipes, no diapers or feminine products. Whatever goes in there has got to be able to come out. So we provide you with a starter 3-pack of RV, and then we toilet paper, and then we also provide the chemicals for breaking down those solids. You want to make sure that you are using enough water when you're using the facility. That water is going to help break down those solids and is going to make your dump experience much better. Temperature control for this unit, we have on and off. That's where we start. Many features here. There's a furnace, the timer, the sleep. My suggestion is find a temperature and stay with it. You're going to choose your mode: cool, dry, heat, or just fan. You're going to set your fan speed, and you're going to control your temperature up or down. The key to cooling this unit is there are ducts throughout the cabin. If you're wanting AC to flow to all the areas of the cabin, you're going to make sure that the main vent is closed on the AC unit so that it allows the air to flow through the ducts. Here the AC unit vent is open. All of the cold air is going to drop into the main section of the cabin. When we close this, it's going to send the cool air down to these ducts throughout the cabinet and cool all the areas of the space. We talked a little bit about the hot water. One of the ways to make sure that we are at a safe temperature, when we're showering, you're going to set your temperature using the handles, and the actual on and off is controlled by the shower head. So you're going to turn it on to rinse, turn it off. You're going to save or conserve that water, and then turn it on again when you are ready to finish your shower. The gray tank is one of those things that can fill up quickly. You'll want to make sure you monitor that on the panel. And you will also know if you're standing in the shower and there's water at your feet, you might have reached your limit.